Hello, everyone. My name is Lachey, and we have our former student here, and we're going to talk about her experience in the program and what she is currently doing. Thank you so much for being here. Can you introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about your background before sterile processing?
I'm Ariel Gavin. I started off as a bank teller to being a direct sales person at standing in Costco, the Sam's Club, pitching to people to buy massage chairs.
So you have no
Yeah,
experience, you had no background in healthcare.
not at all. I seen your TikToks, and
Okay.
then I was like, let me look into what this is. What is SPD? What is the CRCST? What is all that? I think I was doing direct sales for about 7 months, and then I just quit. Was unemployed. And I was doing Uber for 2 years, and once I seen your TikToks, and I started to actually educate myself on what it all like entails, I paid for the program.
Okay.
At that time, that was the beginning.
Yes, I do remember that. You were like, you have reached out to me and you were like, you expressed that you wanted to do it. And so I was like, okay, I have another cohort starting. Join this one.
I think at that point, we were like it was like do or die at that point, so we agree like 3 months. 3 months is all that, like, I really need to kinda put my, like, head in the actual book and to get through it,
Yeah.
and I spent 3 months at the public library from the moment that, like, I will go do Uber from 6 o'clock in the morning to 11, and
Yeah.
then I'll sit from 11 all the way to 7 p.m. until the, library closed, and I
Wow.
would just study.
There's tons of sterile processing programs available online. There's big ones who've been around for a long time. What made you choose the sterile process?
You, your personality, and as well as it was a good price. Like,
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
a great price,
Yeah.
for everything that you get, and like, you didn't leave nothing off the table. You really, like, was there. You even helped us, like, if we had extra questions, as long as you got on your Zoom. Yeah. And the attendance was there, they
Yeah.
was willing to help.
How do you feel that the program prepared you for the exam?
The, note cards or the study guide sheet was amazing. The big stuff that you do have to do every single day, the testings, like, type not really the type of instruments, but, the surgeries.
Yeah, yes, yes. That's why during anatomy, I'm like, you guys don't really need to know anything about the body systems per se, but we need to focus
Mhm.
on the surgeries that are performed on each system.
Each
That's what's
yes.
important, especially for sterile processing. So, when you found out that you passed the exam, how did you feel?
Oh, I sat in that lobby and I cried.
Yeah.
I am so ashamed. I was like, "I'm so thankful for you. I am so thankful for this program. I'm thankful that I found you, like, you're an angel."
Um,
Angel.
Oh, I really appreciate that, and I'm happy that it all worked out for you, seriously. I am. I
Yeah.
told you that after you text me, I'm like, "I'm so happy that this worked out." But after you pass the exam, that's the easy part, is what I tell students. Now you gotta find a job.
And job.
And so and so how did that go for you?
Had about once I got done being certified, I got the resume template. I put my information on there, put my actual code for my CRCST
Yeah,
license, and I was rolling at that point. I was starting to get actually because I was applying before I was actually certified, but I wasn't really getting any traction.
yeah,
But once like they saw that I was certified, that's when I actually started to get traction.
yeah,
I did I did 2 interviews in total, and I had to just really show my knowledge
yeah.
because they just want to see what if I knew what I really knew or if I just kinda, like, got a certification and kinda just was lucky.
How long did it take for you to find out? Because a lot of students, they're like, "I don't should I be calling?" Like, what was the process of you waiting?
I think I waited 3 days. 3
Okay, that's
days,
not
and then
bad.
I got a call back.
Glad you took that opportunity because now you're on your way to your next opportunity. How comfortable are you in sterile processing now?
I am super comfortable. I don't work every shift. I don't
Okay.
work mornings. I don't work overnights. I don't work 30 shifts.
Yeah.
Work all the shifts. I am more so like the hands-on go-to individual. So anybody has a question about anything, even from the OR, they're coming to me. Where's Ariel? Where's Ariel?
So you're the go-to person now, and
Mhm.
you've been at this particular hospital for how long?
1 year and 8 months.
So about 2 years. Nice,
Yes.
nice. So, you're transitioning into another position, right?
Yes, I am. I'll be a customer service representative, meaning that I'll be managing accounts and making sure that the hospital or the sterile processing and OR team doesn't go over their budget with their for their accounts while also handling education for
Wow,
the sterile processing and OR team.
wow, wow. Congratulations. So, your banking experience, right, is probably helping you with that part, huh?
Yes, the banking and the sales.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So you're moving outside of the sterile processing department and more into like a clinical education
Yeah.
role? Is that what we can say that that is? That's wonderful. I hope you take it all the way. I really do. Go as far as you can in this industry, okay?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
I have 3 questions. Can you describe this program in 1 word?
One word.
1 word.
Amazing. And I say amazing because you can actually participate in them and actually like take in what you're reading and what you're learning. It's it's also amazing that Shay is taking the time and she's actually going through each chapter with you because some of these programs don't even have it. Like the people are just getting on there and they're like, "Oh, you got any questions? Okay, fine. No questions. I'm going my own about my day."
I try to because the program is online, I'm like, I gotta paint the picture as well as I can because you're not able to do any hands-on. So
Mhm.
I try to make sure I go through everything. Excuse me, I try to make sure I go through everything and I know that it can be annoying because it's so much information. And I'm asking you guys to go through so much information in a short period of time.
Agreed.
We're only
Yep.
together for 13 weeks. And so it can get a little bit overwhelming, but this is what can happen if you follow all the way through. Your situation can be exactly like this. You can go and take the exam and pass on your first attempt, and you can be employed if you put your mind to it. And like she said, she was applying to positions before, and then as soon as she got her certification, she kept applying. It sounds like a good foundation that has led you to where you are right now. It takes that. And that's what I try to tell people when they decide that they want to enroll in this. Yes, I do make it an affordable price, but it's got to be it's up
Mm,
to you.
you.
It's up to
Yeah.
you how this plays out. I could give you the information, but now you got to take it and run with it. Finish this statement. My life today compared to 2 years ago is
Completely different. I am way more happy. I have a better idea of what it is that I want out of myself and out of life
yeah.
and from my career going forward.
Is the pay good? You don't got to tell us your number, but are you happy with your pay?
Yeah, the pay is good. I'm also a single individual with no kids, so like the pay works for me. Just make sure you know what you want to do. You can travel, you can continue moving in a different direction like me, you can continue your education, you can go to be an OR liaison.
You can make this a career. You can
Yes,
totally make sterile processing career. You can get into clinical education, become a traveler, a consultant. There's different things that you can do as long as you take it serious. And although we are nestled into our own little zone, customer service is important. Our customer, like I said in the course, your customer is no longer the patient, or you're not customer facing in terms of dealing with people or patients per se. But now your customer is the surgeon and the nurse and the
mhm,
surgical tech. So customer service is important. You have to be a people person if you
yes,
want to get into sterile processing. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable because those people in the OR, they're not playing. Can you attest to that? This is a serious job. And just because you can get into it in just a short amount of time does not take away from the seriousness. I really do. Again, I appreciate you for joining and sharing your
no
experience with the
problem.
program. And again, I'm super proud of you and congratulations on entering into this new role.
Of course, I
Okay.
am willing to share as much as possible.